from Norwich to New London to Foxwoods, or from Norwich to the Mohegan Sun, what that experience was like. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that now?
In Norwich, they have various different buses. You can get from Norwich to New London in an hour, whereas here there's no transportation up here unless you're in Danielson or some of the surrounding towns. In Moosop, there is no transportation. It takes 30 minutes to go from Greenville and Norwich to Mohegan Sun. Normally it's a 15-minute drive, but because they have to go through various different spots like the retirement places, the housing authority, and the Roseland areas of the Norwich, then they take you to Mohegan Sun and bring you through the rest of West Side.
So what would it be like if you wanted to work at the Mohegan Sun and you did not own a car and you lived in Norwich?
You could easily take a bus. I lived in Greenville for years, and it was easy to get into. It was easy to get a bus, but the buses only ran every hour. So they started at 6 a.m. They ended at midnight. So if you had to work past midnight, you'd have to walk home. If it snowed the night before and the roads were shut down, you'd be stranded at work.
And you have a story about being stranded at work.
Yes, I did. I was going in for a graveyard shift once, and I was a valet dispatcher, and after I had gone into work, the blizzard of 2011 had hit, and I had gotten stuck at work for 3 days. Because the roads were all closed because of how much snow had fallen. My dad couldn't come out and get me. My mom couldn't come out and get me. None of the taxis were running. None of the buses were running. So they put me up in the hotel for free because I was a Mohegan Sun employee. And I actually even got an award for being there for 3 days.
So that was sort of a story that didn't end too badly, I guess.
No. But it was annoying nonetheless because I couldn't get home.
Now, we talked a little bit about what it would be like if you lived in Norwich and wanted to work at Foxwoods, but you had no transportation.
If you had no transportation, you'd have to take the bus from Foxwoods to New London. From New London to Foxwoods, you'd have to go through Groton or Montville, and it would cost you $3 one way, and you'd have to not only take the buses out there, but it would take you 2 hours just to get out there. And if you had to work at 6 a.m., you wouldn't be able to get home easily until like 4 because it only ran every 2 hours. And it stopped at a certain time.
So you couldn't work a really early shift or a really late shift?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Are there any other things you wanted to tell me about transportation? I know we had a long conversation in there, but I can't remember everything we discussed.
We do need more public transportation out in Moosop, because if you want to go anywhere, you have to either walk or take a bike. If you want to get to a medical appointment that's not in Moosop, you have to call Logisticare or see if someone can give you a ride, and that's not exactly the easiest thing to do because there's just too much on their plates to constantly drop everything to give you a ride out there.
Right. It is hard to ask friends and family to always be available to give you a ride. And you can't rely on program staff to provide all of your transportation, can you?
Mm-mm.
And why is that?
Because they have notes to take, they have groups to run, and if it's too far out of the way, they have to be at the house no matter what.
Well, you did a great job, and I really appreciate it. And I think we're done unless you want to tell me anything else.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So if you want to sit and watch another interview, you can do that, or you can go back to the other